Hi, Brian Stecker here again, certified personal trainer and baby boomer fitness expert. And today I'm going to talk to you about how to exercise for older men and start with these workouts. So starting with exercising for older men, I want to make sure that they perfect these 7 movements. So the first movement's a push, the second movement is a pull, the third movement's a squat, fourth movement's a lunge, the fifth movement is a hinge, the sixth movement is a rotation, and the seventh movement is walking, jogging, running. So those are the 7 movements that I want you to master. Now, before beginning any exercise plan, you should go meet with the doctor first or a physical therapist so they can assess to where you should begin an exercise or even see if you're fit for an exercise routine. Now, the reason why I want you to focus on these 7 movements is when my clients go through them, they feel stronger, they move better, and their body becomes more balanced. So I'm going to show you some different variations of each one of these exercises so you can put it to work and practice for yourself. Now when you do this, I want you to take and do it on 3 different days. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and I want you to do 3 rounds of it. I want you to do 15 to 20 repetitions. I want you to pick one of the exercises that works best for you. So pick one of the progressions, do those exercises, and then rest anywhere from 30 seconds to 90 seconds as needed, and then work through these exercises. And then put it to work for the next 6 weeks, and then let me know in the comment section how well these exercises worked out for you and how much better your body's feeling. So let's begin. So the first exercise we're going to go over is different exercises we're going to go over is our pushing exercises. So you can find how to build upper body strength in one of my past YouTube videos, and I'm sure we can link it below for you to help you out with that. So the first one is a push-up. And how that's going to work is we've got our different progressions. We can do our push-ups from our knees. So we got our push-up from our knees here, hands right outside shoulder width. We're going to lower ourselves down, deep breath in, and then exhale. Notice my neck is in a neutral position, my back's flat, deep breath in, and then exhale. And then from there, we can do a bench push-up. What you'll do is you'll just take a flat bench, or you can use a sofa, or you can use a Smith machine. A Smith machine is just one of those bars that you can rotate up and down that you can find at most of the big box gyms. So you're going to take your hands right outside shoulder width. Your back's flat. You're going to take a deep breath in, breathe in, and then exhale. Deep breath in, and exhale. Bam. So that's good. So we've got our bench push-up, and then we've got our regular push-up. And you're going to have your back's flat, hands right outside shoulder width, head's in a neutral position, lowering yourself down, back up. Breathing in and then breathing out. The next 2 pushing exercises, we've got our flat dumbbell bench press. You're going to pick a set of dumbbells here. And then what you're going to do is you have a seat. You'll lie back. Your palms are facing the mirror. And you're going to press up. Breathe out. Deep breath in. And then always, something I forgot to mention in the beginning, like any of these exercise routines, you want to make sure you go through your warm-up exercises so you have the proper range of motion when you're doing it. So there's your bench press. And then the next one will go into an incline press. This is going to work, by doing the incline press, it's just going to work more of those shoulders with the chest, and then the shoulders, and the chest and triceps. We'll grab our dumbbells, we're going to have a seat here, and you're going to press straight up. Palms facing each other, gives you a good natural shoulder position, and back. All right, so those are your pushing exercises. Let me give you some different variations of pulling exercises. So if you're in a big box gym, you got your lat pull down station. If you're at home, you can use a band. You can fix a band to a doorway and do these exercises. But what you'll do is you go right outside shoulder width. It's going to work your back. Chest is tall. Pull through your elbows, breathing out. Deep breath in. Breathe out. Deep breath in. The other variation of this that you could do is an underhand pull down, working more your biceps. So your hands are going to be about 4 to 6 inches apart. You can have a seat, chest stays tall, pulling through your elbows, Deep breath in, and then exhale. Doing yourself 15 to 20 of those. And then we've got our TRX. Nice thing about TRX is you can take it wherever you go, and you can adjust the intensity based off your own body weight. So we'll do a TRX row here, and then what you can do to adjust the intensity is walk yourself more to the center to get more intensity, less intensity. You're going to walk further away. And then the other thing is if you want to have less of your core involved, make it a little easier for you, your feet are going to be shoulder width apart. Or if you want to bring the intensity up, you bring your feet together. So your back's flat, you're going to pull yourself up, breathe out, deep breath in, and exhale. Boom. So we got those there. So those are your TRX rows. Two more pulling exercises. You've got your dumbbell row. You got a nice flat bench. You're going to grab a dumbbell. We always want to start with our single arm exercises with the less dominant side first. So for example, say you could only do 15 reps, say your less dominant hand is your left, and you can only do 15 reps there, and your right hand's dominant, say you could do 20 reps, you only want to do 15 reps on your dominant hand. What that's going to let you do is your left side will start to catch up and get as strong as your dominant side. So that's the strategy you want to use there. So start with your less dominant side first. Knee resting on the bench. Hand out in front of you, your back's flat, you're going to pull up, breathe out, deep breath in. Pulling back up, deep breath in. And you're going to do 15 to 20 reps. And then the next variation you can do, you can take a staggered stance, back's flat, and you're going to pull up through the belly button. Breathing out, deep breath in. There you go, and then lower yourself down to the ground, protect your back. So those are different pulling exercises you can do. The next one's your squat. So the squat, you can do these. What you can do is you can start in a chair. You can put your hands across your shoulder, feet shoulder width apart. You're going to then press to the floor, breathing out. Deep breath in, and then exhale. Deep breath in, and then exhale. All right, so those are some chair squats or some bench squats. The next progression from that is you've got your TRX squats that you can do. The nice thing about this, you can start incorporating your upper body into it. Your feet are shoulder width apart. If you have trouble with your knees, you can turn your toes out slightly. Chest stays tall, squatting down, and then back up. Now, something that I see with a lot of my clients, middle-aged clients, is that they might have some issues with range of motion in their quads. Something you can do to help yourself with that is just work through your range of motion. And all the different videos where I talk about mobility exercises, you can start incorporating some of those mobility exercises. So what that's going to do is then help you get that range of motion in your squat. So you've got your TRX squat, you've got your bench squat, and then you've got your body weight squat. So feet shoulder apart, hands across shoulders, deep breath in, and then exhale. Deep breath in, and then exhale. So you have those. And then you've got your goblet squat, where you can then start to add a load to bring up the intensity of the exercise. You're just going to grab a hold of your dumbbell, toes turned out, chest tall, deep breath in, and then exhale. There you go. So those are your squats. Let's go talk about the lunges for a little bit while I put this dumbbell away. So we've got our lunges. So when I work with people on lunges, there's a couple things that come up. The first one is this, is that you might not have the balance for the lunge, and then the second thing is your range of motion. So if you don't have balance, you can then use something for support, all right? Until you start to build up the stamina, build up your balance, that can help you with your lunge. The second thing is range of motion. So what you want to do is your dynamic warm-ups ahead of time, and then start to work on your mobility work to help increase that flexibility, or start incorporating some yoga. So first one we got is our split squat. We can use the bench for balance. Start with your feet shoulder width apart. You're going to step out, chest tall, shoulders square. You're going to lower down, deep breath in, and then exhale. Deep breath in, and then exhale. And we're going to go 15 to 20 repetitions and do that on both sides. Next one we can do is a reverse lunge. The great thing about the reverse lunge is that when you get to middle age, if you fall down, the first thing people naturally do is they step back to catch themselves. So what you can do then is use something for support, or if not, you can just step back and then stand tall and then rotate over to the other side. All right, so you're gonna go 15 to 20 of those, reverse lunge. Then you can go with no support, just your forward lunge with no support. And now again, if you don't have that range of motion, step out, go through your range of motion, and then fire back. All right, you've got those different lunges, and then you've got your side lunges. Great variation of the side lunges, again, incorporating that TRX. It's going to incorporate some of the upper body and help you get through this range of motion. So you're going to step out and get through the motion itself. You're going to sit back, press through the heel, back up, switching over to the other side, sitting back into that hip, drive through the heel and back up. Or you can go to the body weight one. Stepping out, sitting back, and then up. The lunges are great because if you're hiking, you're traveling, you're doing a lot of movement activities in your middle age, it translates over so well into your everyday life. And what I noticed with a lot of my middle-aged clients is that they've been working in one plane of movement their whole life. So by working in these different planes of motion, it's going to help you simulate your day-to-day life activities better. Also, it's going to prevent injury, but also you're going to be more functional when you're doing the things that you love to do. So those are your lunges. The next one is bending. Bending exercises are great because it translates to picking things up, squatting down to the floor, and getting those things. So you're going to use the bench for support, and this is called a single leg RDL, and it's going to be focusing on those hamstrings. So you're going to take a slight bend in the knee. You're going to take this opposite foot, and you're going to drive it back toward the wall as you're reaching out like you're going to pick something up, and then pulling that leg back through. Breathing out, deep breath in. You do 15 to 20 repetitions. And again, if you don't have that range of motion, just work through your range of motion. Reach, get that stretch in that hamstring, and then back through. All right, and getting both sides. You can do it with support or without support. And then the next one is different kinds of deadlifts. So you could do a dumbbell deadlift, a kettlebell deadlift, or a barbell deadlift. Now, if you're doing a barbell deadlift, it helps you increase the intensity. One of the recommendations, we could do a video on this later, is how to deadlift. I'd recommend getting a coach to help you with that, just to get the proper lifting form down, so you're using the right muscle groups, but also so you get the most bang for your buck from that exercise and you prevent injury. So we're going to demonstrate a kettlebell deadlift. Your feet are shoulder width apart. You can go shoulder width apart, or if you're taller, you can go sumo deadlift and go wider than shoulder width apart, toes turned out. So you're going to drop down, your back's flat. You're going to breathe out, pulling your hips through, deep breath in, and then exhale. Awesome. So 15 to 20 reps. We got that. So we got our bending exercises down. Next, we're going to go into our rotational exercises. We can take our mat here. And what you're going to do is staggered stance. You take your dumbbell. You're going to reach across that opposite hip. You reach up and away. Deep breath in. And then exhale. Deep breath in. And then exhale. Awesome. So we got 15 to 20 there. Switching over to the other side. And then next one we'll use is a cable, or you can use a band. You're going to set it up so it's horizontal with the body. You're going to grab a hold of your cable. You're going to step out feet square. You're going to bring it in. You're not going to rotate on this one. You're going to just stay square. You're going to press out and then back in. Press out, back in, or the next progression, you're just going to drive out, hold 20, 30 seconds, and then back in. All right, then the last one, self-explanatory. You're going to work on walking, you're going to work on jogging, you can work on like different ladder drills for yourself, and then work on running. And that's going to help you with your gait. One of the things that can prevent you from falls or getting injured over time is working on your gait, which is, gait is like how far you're stepping in movement. As people get older, you'll start to see the shuffle, and that's the shuffle of death. Because the more you shuffle, the more you lose your gait, the more likely you're going to fall, trip, and then that leads to different kinds of injuries that will shorten your lifespan. So working on your gait is so important. Walking, jogging, walking, jogging, walking, jogging, walking. So So leave in the comments section. What I want you to do is try this out for 4 to 6 weeks and really apply these exercises. Pick the progressions that work for you and let me know in the comment sections how this has benefited for you and what I see with a lot of my clients here, that they see a significant improvement in their quality of life, their everyday life, and I can't wait to see the benefits for you. Have a great day. Thanks for tuning in for this great exercise video, and I hope you enjoyed the content as much as I did. If you look below in the description box, you'll notice there's a link, and when you click on that link, it's going to take you to another page where you'll enter your email address. When you enter your email address, I'll give you your first week of workouts so you can take your fitness to the next level. So just go down the box below, click the link in the description box, it'll take you to that next page, and enter your email address. Also, when you look below, there's a subscribe button. When you click the subscribe button, you'll see a little bell. You want to click that little bell, and it'll keep you alerted when I come up with great content that you've asked for to keep your fitness and your health going to the next level. Also, make sure you go below in the comments section, leave any comments, questions, concerns, things that you want us to create for you. I'll be happy to produce that for you. Make it a great day.